thank you so much for coming and watching my channel. Today I did a prom makeup look. Right now I'm going to do a glam makeup look, just full on glam. The next video I do upload, I'll do a more simple prom, easier makeup tutorial. I wanted to go more glam because my first video, so I was like, go big or go home. So I did this full glam, sort of like pinkish glitter with it. I did glitter because when I think of prom, I think of glitter. Your dress has to have glitter, your eyes have to have glitter. So that's what I did today. And so if you guys want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. See you guys soon. Alright, so let me do like a little dance at first. Okay, so I'm going to put tape on the outside of my eyes so that it could be more defined, so I don't have to do that much work. And then I'm going to go with the M.A.C Soft Ochre Paint Pot as my base so that my eyeshadow can stay on all night and so that it won't move in any way possible. I'm going to go with the Jaclyn Hill palette and go with this light brown shade, and I'm just going to go in windshield wiper motions, that's the word. And I'm just going to go in my crease, no, not on my lid, because if I go on my lid, that's where the glitter is going to be. I mean, it's not going to be a big deal, but I just want to put on my crease for right now and just keep going, keep doing windshield wiper motions as your transition shade. Then we're going to go in this dark brown shade, and right below where we put the light brown shade, we're going to keep on doing the same thing, windshield wiper motions. Just try to not go above the light brown so you can't really see the light brown with the dark brown, if that makes sense. So then I'm going to go with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Artiste palette and go with the star of the show, the pink champagne color. I'm going to put Fix Plus on my brush just to make the shadow more metallic-y looking and more glitterized. Although the shadow itself is kind of makes its own statement, but I just want to make it even more popped out. And when you do this, you want to make sure you're using patting motions. Don't really rub the eyeshadow on your lid just because you'll have a lot of fallout, and that's something we don't want. Then we're going to go with the Still Up Mine palette, and I love this palette because it has all matte shades, and we're going to go with the black shade in the palette. So what you want to do is put the black on the outer V of our eye. Don't take over the brown that we just put there. We want to see all the shades that we just put down. Once there's nothing left on your brush, you want to just blend everything out, going above your crease line. Just blend everything out to make it look all seamlessly. Blending is so important. I cannot stress enough how much blending is important. But next we're gonna go in with the NYC liquid liner, and I got mine from Target. It's like $2, but this one works really well and it's easy to use. So you just want to make your wing, or don't make it. It's all up to you, honestly. So wait for it. There we go. It only happens to me. That hurts so bad, but I just bounced right back into doing my liner. So right after that incident, I decided to take off the tape because the tape was what was bothering my eyes. So it just made it a lot easier to just take it off from here on out. So then we're going to use a makeup wipe to take out all our fallout, fix our eyeliner, fix everything that was bothered by the tape. Now it's time for lashes. I use a duo glue in the black glue. I'm going to curl my lashes and then use the Telescoptic Mascara by L'Oreal. And then the lashes I'll be using today is by Kiss. The style is KFL02. I got mine from Walgreens, but I'm pretty sure you can get them at Target and anywhere else. So once you put on the glue, you want to wait for like 30 seconds, a little dance or whatever I was doing, and then just pop the lashes right on. You also want to trim the lashes to your eye length. I know I do because I have really small eyes, so I need to trim the inner part of the lash. So you want to make sure that it won't poke your eyes, because sometimes it will poke your eyes so bad and it hurts. So now it's time for the face. I'm going to go with the Nivea Men After Shave Balm in Sensitive and just rub that all over my face till it gets tacky. I know I don't have any makeup on. It's because I took this in the beginning before I did my eyes and I realized that was a bad decision. So I just moved that clip over here right before I was going to put on my foundation. So I'm going to go with the Marc Jacobs Coconut Infused Primer, I believe it's what it's called, and just put that all over my face as well. I have really dry skin, so I use stuff to hydrate my skin. And then I'm going to go in with this Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in the base hydrant and just put in the areas of my face that are more dry and I know will get dry with the whole foundations and powders that we're going to put on our face. So I'm going to be mixing two foundations today. I'm going to be using the M.A.C Studio Fix Fluid in NC30 and the NARS Luminous Glow in the shade Fiji. My skin has been kind of weird lately, so I have to mix these two, and plus it's prom. You don't want to look so glowy. You want some matte inside of you, on your face, because you're going to be taking pictures and you don't want to look greasy. Also, the shade was a little darker than me, so I'm making sure to put it down my neck, and you'll see how I put it down on my neck and sort of on my chest. I'm also going to go in with my beauty blender. I find a beauty blender puts on my foundation so much better because with a brush it leaves streak marks on me, and a beauty blender takes more time, but it's worth the effort. I'm then going to go with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard and just highlight my face. And I'm going to go down in a triangle motion, because if you just go underneath your eyes, you're going to be able to see where you put the concealer, and it's not going to be a pretty look. You're not going to be covering up anything. You're just going to make it even more vivid to everybody. I'm also going to put it on my forehead, my nose, my chin, and my cupid's bow, just so it doesn't look like we just put highlight underneath our eyes. You want to also put it everywhere else so that everything just comes together and it doesn't just look like you're just one bright under-eyed person. I'm then going to go in my Airspun Loose Face Powder. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm recording this 3 hours later and it still stays underneath my eyes. Oh, this is me trying to open it and the powder literally flies everywhere. Anyway, so I'm going to be using a method today called baking, and honestly it helped so much because I always crease so bad under my eyes, like if I'm a grandma, and I'm not. So this really helped me just conceal very nicely underneath my eyes and keep it concealed. So what I basically do is leave the powder wherever I put the concealer and leave it there and do whatever else I want to do on my face, and then when I'm done I just wipe it off. If you guys want to see a full step tutorial on it, I will be gladly do that for you guys, just so we can go more in depth and how it can help you with your makeup to keep it on longer. And also it helps with your contour to keep it sharp. You will see later on that I do that as well. And of course the powder flies all over my black shirt. I don't know where I wore black, but I did. I don't really think much. I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Dark Brown. I also use chocolate, but I find that at the end of the day, chocolate leaves a red undertone. I don't know, it's so weird. But so my eyebrows are honestly the hardest things for me to do. They grow very weird. They're thick. I have a lot of hair, so there's not much I can do. So don't judge my makeup skills. Don't judge my makeup skills by my brows. So since I do have a problem with my eyebrows, I just conceal around the eyebrow just to make it more sharp and clean up whatever mess I left. You can use any concealer. I'm just using the same concealer I used on my face, the NARS one, and just really clean up all over your eyebrow, on the top, on the bottom. Try finding a shade that's kind of your skin color, because you want a bright underbrow, but you don't want a brow all over, you don't want like highlight all over your brow. So I would just suggest using the same color concealer. So then I'm just going to wipe off all the baking that I just did, and my face is concealed and ready. So since my lashes are on, I have my wing on, I'm just going to go ahead and darken up my crease a bit, and the outer V I mean. And it just makes it so much easier when your eyelashes and wing are on, because you get to actually see where you're putting the shadow and you're not going in blind like when you first start off. So I am doing a smoky look, so I'm going to go in with black eyeliner, the Perversion by Urban Decay, which I feel is the blackest, most long-wearing, creamy eyeliners that I've ever used, and I've used a lot because I've been wearing eyeliner since middle school, and this is one that I honestly fall in love with all the time. And I'm just going to go ahead and use any dark brown that you have. You don't necessarily have to buy the shadows I'm using. Use any color you have. I'm just going to smoke out that liner so it's not a harsh line. And I'm going to do it on both eyes. So I'm going to go in with the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and this is going to be sort of my transition shade, as you will say. And I'm just going to warm up my face really quick. So the reason I do put it on my forehead is because I don't want to just put bronzer on my cheeks. I want to make the whole face come together. I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette with the middle shade. I forgot what shade it's called, but I'll leave it in the description box below. And I'm just going to go over it, and I'm going to contour now. So here I'm going to bake now to sharpen up my contour, just like I told you earlier, and like I said before, just leave the baking on just as while you're doing something else on your face. So now I'm going to go in Becca Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. I love this highlighter. It's so bright. I know in this video you can't see my highlighter. I don't have the best lighting just yet, but I promise you there's a highlight going on. So I'm going to put highlight at the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow. I usually put it on my chin and forehead, but I don't want to, if I'm going to take pictures for prom, I don't want those areas to look like I'm sweating in those pictures, and it's just not a pretty look. I'm also going to put in the inner corner of my eye just to make my eyes look a little bigger and just to put more brightness in between there. Now let's take off the baking that we just left, and you're going to see that it just leaves a sharp contour, and it's going to leave the sharp contour instead of making it look muddy. So I'm going to go with the Morphe, the blush palette. Like I said, I don't remember the name. I'll leave it down below. And this palette, you guys, is so pigmented. You just put your brush in it one time and even tap it off, and that's enough for you. And then now I'm going to put mascara on my lower lashes. I'm using the same Telescoptic by L'Oreal. And I know I make the cutest faces when I put mascara on. You don't even have to tell me. So now it's time for lips. I'm using MAC's Honey Love. It's a matte nude shade. So the eyes are so bold and glittery, and that's where we want all our attention. We want to go with a nude lip. But you know, even red lipstick would go great with this look. Honestly, it's all how you prefer your lips to be. If you go with a bold lip, go with a bold eye. If you want simple eyes, go with a bold lip. It's really just your own preference and however you look good. Shoot, I'm not going to look good in that, but maybe you will. And then I'm going to go in the BUXOM lip gloss. I believe it's Samantha, just to give a gloss, and I don't want it completely matte. The face is already matte. And then I'm going to glue down my eyebrows. I'm using the Anastasia brow gel and the clear brow gel just to hold down my brows because they are crazy. And I'm going to go in the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and we are all done. Just let it air out. So this is a finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you guys come back to watch more videos that I upload. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys!